So what's your story, Ben? What's the story in Balamory? Wouldn't you like to know? Ben's a Tory, wouldn't you like to know?
Dun, dun, dun. Right, I have no news feeds up. Or should I intro? I should intro probably. Welcome back to whatever this show is. The second pilot is what we'll call it. I quite like just calling it a pilot show forever.
Yeah, can every episode just be a pilot?
It's a good excuse to get away from shit format.
At least we've got lighting this time.
We did, well, one light, which is... I can't look up there really because it's blinding. Right, news stories. What have you got? What date is it today? Or what was the past week? What is it today? It's the...
Friday.
It's the 10th. It's Saturday the 10th. Give me a news story, Jack. What's been happening?
Destiny 2 is not performing as well as Activision wanted to. So, to try and encourage players back, they're giving away the base game for free on PC until November 18th, which we need to do so we can do a BJ Plays episode on. So make a Battle.net account and you can get...
I don't want to play Destiny though, that's the problem. No one wants to play the game.
Yeah, so we can make fun of it.
No.
Yeah, we'll make a video out of it, don't worry. Just...
When till? When's that free till?
November 18th.
Oh, so you've got a good few weeks. Go and pick up Destiny.
But then you can keep it...
I hear it's alright, to be fair. If you're in it, then you're in it. But it's people who... Again, I can't remember if it made it into the cut last week. This is one of those things where these games turn out better a year later. So actual fans get fucked over with the vanilla Destiny. It's just shit. I don't know. It's probably good though. Next story. Did you hear about Rockstar? I really want to tell you about Rockstar.
Tell me about Rockstar.
Right, let me, Rockstar. Yeah, okay, so Rockstar this week. In my opinion, this is the shittiest thing, like, that I've heard from a studio in quite a while. So, a website called Trusted Reviews, they've taken legal action against them because, so you know if like a studio wants to release news or whatever, they will go and tell like journalists and whatever, but they have to sign like an MD&A.
This is the story I told you about last week.
What's the story about?
About them suing that Trusted Reviews company. You just sort of glossed over it and moved on.
Did I?
Yeah.
What came over it? What was the end of it last week?
The end of it was that the Trusted Reviews were like, we're sorry, we fucked up, and then we're going to give...
But they didn't fuck up.
No, let me finish. They said we're going to make a big charitable donation. So like we're going to give like, I think it was like $1 million or something to some charity.
False. What they did, Rockstar sued them because in normal cases, Rockstar would sue them if they signed a waiver to be like, we won't say anything until the date because you've given us the information. That's not what happened. Trusted Reviews did good journalism and they found out via leaks and whatever, they didn't sign anything. So they weren't under any embargoes, they weren't under any legal restrictions to post whatever they found out. But Rockstar sued them anyway. And Rockstar have sort of been like, oh, we'll sue you $1 million, but we don't want the $1 million. You give it to a charity that we decide for doing your job essentially. So a journalist did their job, they were under no legal restrictions whatsoever, and they got their company sued $1 million. But then Rockstar sort of waver it by being like, oh, but it's going to charity. Pricks. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. You don't care, do you?
Not really, no.
It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. That is such a... I did a video not too long ago about Rockstar, about how GTA 5, and they're sort of getting greedy and people like picking away at their reputation. I think they're wankers now. I really do.
We've got some Battlefield 5 PC specs.
Do we?
Yep.
What are they looking like? Good? Bad?
They're pretty high. So recommended system requirements. You ready?
Yep. Sure. Let me just get on the edge of my seat here. Come on then, hit me with it.
Alright, so you need at least an AMD Ryzen 3 1300X.
Is that big? I'm not a PC. I like PCs, but I'm not techie.
Well, compare this or an Intel i7 4790, which yeah, it's a 4th gen i7, but it's still an i7. It wants at least 12 gigs of RAM.
I understand that one. That's a lot. That's not... Is that normal for games?
Considering most gamers are running at about 16, sort of high-end sort of gaming PCs. I think you're on 16, aren't you?
Yeah. That's a fucking lot.
That gives you an extra 4 gigs of RAM for your system. Well, probably less than that.
Would I be able to discourse? That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. You probably did Discord. Graphics, at least a 1060. which is one above yours and one below mine.
Do you think that's going to hurt their sales, all of these tech things?
Possibly. I mean, the minimum requirements are a bit more forgiving. So you can go down to a 1050 GTX 1050, which is your graphics card, is the minimum.
Okay.
There's a minimum required to run the game and an i5, but that's a 6th gen i5. So, I mean, it's not really a surprise because it's Battlefield, it looks amazing. Of course, they recommended they want you to have the new 270 RTX and bollocks. Because, you know, they're like, oh, we've got to sell RTX units with NVIDIA because we've got RTX in our game. I don't think it'll hurt the sales massive.
So what they say, again...
I think if you're big into Battlefield, you probably would have upgraded your system for it.
Yeah, but name the last time we had good news about Battlefield 5. Name the like that. And not like this is bad news, but it's annoying. It's one of those things where it's like, for fuck's sake, like, if you're not up to spec, that's just another thing on this whole campaign of Battlefield 5 that is... I'm really interested to see what the sales numbers are going to be for this game. I think this is going to be... I think this is going to be not to the full extent of Assassin's Creed Unity, but I think it's going to have that type of effect. There's going to be a massive hit, and I can't see Battlefield 6 being next year.
It's their downfall.
I think this is going to be a real slap in the face. And then again, because complete speculation, I think this will be the Unity version. We won't get Battlefield 6 next year. We might get like a spin-off sort of
like Hardline.
Yeah, like Hardline or like 9045 or whatever that Battlefield
43.
Yeah, something like that. But I think they're going to walk away. But then where that leaves the shooter market one big boy down, whatever COD it next year, I hope there's something else sort of rival that. Sort of like if Titanfall 3, which we know it's not, but that's sort of what I think the shooter market needs. It's just one of them, COD or Battlefield, just to fuck off for a year. Have somebody else come in with something half decent. If Titanfall 2 released, say next year, that would be a much different story, even though they're both fucking EA properties, but who fucking knows? I think we have to talk about the Blizzard fiasco.
Yes.
Or that is it again. We spoke about this briefly yesterday.
Yeah.
Did my voice crack?
No, mine did.
Jack, the reason why Jack isn't on camera is because he's a minor.
You're fucking me, so. What does that make you? That's gonna go in.
There's a punchline. I couldn't think of a word.
Paedophile.
God don't know. Oh, I've completely paused that up. We'll bring back Lords of Terror. Oh, this isn't the fucking story. Right, do you want to run over the Blizzard? I'll run over the Blizzard thing because I didn't... I saw all of the news. I saw all of the backlash without actually knowing what actually happened. But we spoke about it briefly yesterday. So from my understanding, so they got to the end of BlizzCon, they had their big announcement, or their big like secret announcement, and everybody thought it was Diablo 4. When it wasn't, it was a mobile Diablo game. Diablo Immortal. And a lot of booing. You said there was a lot of booing, to which the person on stage was like, come on guys, you've all got phones. Come on. And apparently everybody fucking got really mad about that. Are you mad about that?
I mean,
do you care? I think it's bullshit.
if I was a big Blizzard fan, I'd be pretty annoyed.
I'm trying to spin it round.
I know what you're trying to say, like, oh, they can do what they want. They want to make a game, that's fine. But at the same time, it's kind of like, well, I want a fucking mobile game.
I get that, but the mobile market is massive. Me and you have had this discussion before, and we don't care for it, so we don't see it.
Yeah, this discussion on BJ Plays video.
Yeah, but I don't.
I had to cut out like half an hour conversation about mobile games.
It's a massive market. Me and you don't care for it, but again, it's the same as the fighting genre. That's massive. Racing, sports games. We don't care, so we don't see it.
I think it's where clearly Blizzard are trying to expand into a new area.
Yeah.
But their main fan base are all sort of PC gamers. I guess a few-ish console gamers, probably like 10. And they're like, we're really excited. We want a new Blizzard game. We love you. We love Warcraft. We love World of Warcraft. We love Diablo. We love Overwatch. We love all that other bollocks you make. And then they're like, hey guys, we're going to try a mobile game. And I was like, oh, that's really disappointing. Like, I kind of get what they're saying. It's like, I think we're a good example. But the thing is, I can't really say anything to you because you won't care if they release a mobile game.
It's just one of those things where and maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Are they mad because it's a mobile game, or are they mad because it's not Diablo 4? Because that's where my argument is. And we spoke about this yesterday. That the wait time between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 was 12 years, and Diablo 3 has only been out for 6 years. So it's one of those things where, if you're waiting for Diablo 4, you've not waited as long for that as what you've waited for Diablo 3. If that makes sense.
If it was me, it'd be the mobile game thing. Like,
yeah, the mobile game I can get more behind. I'm like, yeah, fair enough.
Try to think. So say Metro, right? I love Metro series, and if instead of at E3 we didn't have Metro Exodus, 4A Games came out and they were like, alright guys, you ready for our big announcement? I'm like, yes, fucking come on, Metro Part 3. And they were like, we're going to make a mobile game. I'm like, that's okay.
What would you do E3 2019, Ubisoft, like their final announcement? They come on stage, guy, all the lights go down, complete pitch black in the centre of the stage, just 3 lights come on in a nice little triangle. And then the lights come up and it's on a phone. That'd be fucking mad at. I'd be really pissed off about that. Please don't do that, Ubisoft. Just release another Splinter Cell, please. Oh no, right, just before we carry on. I've just watched the trailer from BlizzCon. That's bullshit. That's a really good trailer for a phone game. That's bullshit. And you don't know right up until the end where it's... Have you seen the trailer? It's a really good, like, full CGI trailer. Like, I'd think that was Diablo 4.
I hate when phone games do
and it literally just comes up at the end being like, get on the App Store or on Google. Yeah. Fair enough. Be mad. No death threats, but be mad. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. I'm gonna do a quick Google search. When was the last time you heard any Battle Royale news?
A minute ago, something about Fortnite getting some new gun or something.
Oh, did you hear about the fucking Pubg Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, it is. It is so Pubg are bringing Suicide Squad skins. Jack's doing that weird eye twitch thing over there. Because, let's face it, PUBG's dying. It's going to be gone by... It's coming to PS4, to be fair. They've announced that. 2 years after it originally came out. 1 year after Xbox got it. And no one cares. No one cares. But can I ask you, how much would you pay? How much would you pay to play as Harley Quinn?
Nothing.
So you wouldn't pay the asking price of $25 that they're asking for. $25 for a fucking skin.
Does that include all the skins for the Suicide or just one?
PUBG is charging $25 for a Harley Quinn Suicide Squad skin. That's really hard to say. Suicide Squad skin.
52, and then what was it, 20? 72 quid.
No.
To get PUBG and the Joker and Harley skins are 70 skins. To get the skins, both Joker and Harley Quinn is 72 quid.
That's outrageous. That is outrageous. Do you still play PUBG? You were a big fan of PUBG. You didn't move away when Fortnite came around. Any other battle royale, you stuck with PUBG. When I assume you've dropped
off.
off.
I go on Xbox and the boys are like, do you want to play a game? And I'm like, yeah, we'll do a round of PUBG. But we never play. We used to like sit on PUBG and play it for hours. But now we can only get through like, I'd say 3-4 games at the most. Because it's just a shit show.
Well, that was my most anticipated. Back before I joined the Master Race last year, PUBG coming to Xbox was my most anticipated last year. Biggest fucking letdown. League of Legends make a right. No, I don't know Riot Games did League. No, it's being sued for gender-based discrimination. One current and one former employee are suing Riot Games in a class action lawsuit. I'm suing Riot Games in a...
Mercedes A-Class, suing them from there.
One current and one former employee are suing Riot Games in a class action lawsuit citing gender-based discrimination, sexual harassment and unequal pay. The lawsuit has first been reported by Kotaku, of course. This is one of those things where I'm going to have to read it first, aren't I?
Do you care?
It's one of these things. We sort of touched on it last week. News about game studios, I think critics and pundits and stuff, we have our place to say something, but for shit like this, we're not there, so we don't know the ins and outs of it. You cannot... I mean, yeah, the news that pundits, journalists and shit can report on would be there's a lawsuit going on. Everything past that, it's just complete speculation and bullshitting, just to try and make content, so we won't touch that. Outro.
Oh yeah, shit, goodbye.
Tech news is shit. Those are the stories for this week. If you made it to the end of this video, then thank you very much for meeting my ego. Jack, did they feed your ego?
No idea, shit.
All right then. Hopefully this format is slowly ironing out and it's better than last week's. If not, we'll do it again next week and see how that turns out. Okay, bye.